Hey Petroheads, it's Octane Girl, and in today's video I'll be reviewing my vintage car. So here we are with the Chevrolet Biscayne 1961 model. So going back, I guess my great-grandfather would have been a petrolhead to buy this car in the 1960s. And this car was imported from the US in 1965 and it has been here ever since. My grandfather used this car for daily purposes till like the end of the 80s, and then it was in hibernation for a few years. In 2012, there was this hype for vintage cars, and that's when we decided to restore and give this car a totally different look. So we started off by sourcing parts from US, the original parts from US, and we also decided to install bigger tires and air suspension and a fresh interior. We gave the car cherry red, which looks good with its chrome fittings, and yeah, we got it ceramic coated and detailed at Ultimate Detailers Thrissur, and I feel like they have done a pretty good job making the car look spotless. As you can see, this car is pretty long and wide, but it wasn't much of an issue back then because there wasn't much traffic. But today we don't take it out that often because it is pretty hard to drive through this traffic. So I'll explain a few things about the car, starting with the flat top and the dual headlights. The headlight bezels and bumpers are chrome plated, aluminum grills, Chevrolet written on the hood along with the emblem in the center and the number plate. Yeah. It's got tinted windshield, and also I love the calligraphy used to write Biscayne on this side. Moving on to the engine.
To talk at all is my advice.
Now that's the engine. Nothing much about the engine, it's all stock. It's actually a 3.6 liter inline 6. The inline 6 is pretty powerful. This model didn't come with disc brakes. Instead, we have drum brakes with brake boosters for better braking. It is a fuel guzzler with a fuel capacity of around 76 liters. So as I said, everything is stock, the air filter, the engine, everything. So let's move on to the boot.
This cut is fresh.
So this is the boot. It is very spacious. I can even throw a picnic back here. That right there is the air suspension tank, and that's the VI compressor. Yeah, that's it about the boot. Now let's go to the interior.
Honey, though our friendship ceases from now on, if you can't say anything.
Something that I love about the interior is the color we chose. We chose tan orange, and we have bench seats for this car and not individual seats like we see in today's car, and a huge white steering, and the readings are all analog. This is the gear lever, and that's the temperature reading, a clock, radio, and that right there is the air suspension control panel. It shows the air pressure on both front and back. This is to open the quarter glass. There you go. And this is to open the windows. This variant didn't come with air conditioning, but instead we have air vents on both sides. Although this car looks extremely long, it's actually the same length of the Rolls-Royce Ghost. So an eye catcher, and it has a really good road presence. The inline six is pretty powerful, good acceleration, and she's obviously a low rider. Oh, talking about low rider, let me show you how the air suspension works. Come on. So this is how we lower it.
Please don't talk about me when I'm gone. Oh, honey, though our friendship ceases from now on. Please don't talk about me when I'm gone. Oh, honey.
That was a short review about this beauty. Thank you guys for watching. Love you.